In an exciting yet controversial move, Australia is set to debut its own version of the beloved sitcom, The Office on Prime Video, starting October 18, 2024. With both the British original and the American adaptation securing their places as cultural staples, the question arises, why are we remaking something so iconic? As a fan of both previous versions, I'm both intrigued and cautious about this new adaptation, wondering if it can truly capture the magic of its predecessors. Reflecting on my initial experiences with the US version back in 2005, I was apprehensive. I had immersed myself in the original British series and could quote it verbatim. Watching American actors like Steve Carell and John Krasinski attempt to replicate that unique brand of awkward humor felt like a betrayal at first. However, the US version soon found its footing, growing into one of the most beloved sitcoms ever. Fast forward to today, and I find myself in a similar position, albeit with a different cultural twist as Australia tries to join the Office franchise. The Australian adaptation appears to lean heavily on the American take, rather than the British one. The characters have been reimagined, with Felicity Ward stepping into the role of Hannah Howard, a character reminiscent of Michael Scott. Nick, played by Steen Raskopoulos, takes on the Jim Halpert persona, and Pam is now Greta, portrayed by Shari Sebens. While the character names change, the familiar dynamics remain intact. Flirtations between Nick and Greta, the overzealous enthusiasm of Hannah, and the always unimpressed colleague in the accounting department. What's notable is that this iteration embraces the established formats, with the same office layout and situations that fans know and love. We see the classic camera glances during awkward moments, prank wars, and the all-too-familiar staff meetings. As I watched the trailer, I couldn't shake the feeling that it felt more like an alternate universe version of the American Office stas, as if we were stumbling upon a previously lost series that somehow made its way to our screens. The rise of workplace comedies has undoubtedly influenced the current comedic landscape. Both the UK and US versions of The Office have had a lasting impact on humor, creating a legacy of cringe comedy that has permeated shows like Parks and Recreation and Abbott Elementary's TL. This makes the prospect of a new version particularly interesting. Can it stand on its own merit? Or is it simply rehashing what we've seen before? As the Australian version gears up for its premiere, it's also apparent that workplace culture has evolved. This adaptation opens with nods to contemporary issues, including remote work, Zoom calls, and modern corporate dynamics. While these are ripe for comedic exploration, I can't help but wonder why we need yet another iteration of The Office. Surely with Australia's rich cultural tapestry, we could be creating entirely new stories rather than revisiting old ones. There's a persistent debate among fans regarding the need for remakes in general. Some are excited, eager to see how this new take will localize the humor and contexts, while others are skeptical, questioning if we've run out of original ideas. Will this adaptation be a celebration of the essence of The Office, quote, or will it falter under the weight of its predecessors' legacies? The Australian version of The Office certainly has big shoes to fill. It has the potential to capture the hearts of a new generation, while possibly alienating die-hard fans of the original series. Whether it can balance these expectations while creating its unique comedic flavor remains to be seen. For now, all we can do is wait and see how this reboot unfolds. Fingers crossed that it offers something fresh while honoring the beloved format. Stay subscribed for more videos.